Seminoles. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
NC State's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And it will be C.J. Bailey at the helm. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Scott. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes...
Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Scott. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense one.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Quick release on the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. The run inside. It's Scott. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing: make the catch. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. To the air, it's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Defense in press coverage. To the air, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Unloads quickly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Scott. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll go right back to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. There he goes. Inside the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They give it to him again. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on third down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the first.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way if they can have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again, a long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Right on the money. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Seminoles. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Zings it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside, it's Scott. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
He makes the catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
He might want another play. He'll take it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
On the move. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. They're working that left side. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll run it. It's gone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he makes the extra point. on the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on deep.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Calls his own number. Got a 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wilson to pass. Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 9 team, the Baylor Bears. And it's the Red Raiders with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And what it does is get this group to 9 victories. By anyone's standards, a darn good season. Now the question is, can they parlay this to postseason success? Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As always, Holly keeping an eye on the injuries. What's the latest?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they're able to get him down.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line. And the Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They want to run this quarterback. It's a fumble. The defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up and put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, and the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. A little release to the back. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Pressure coming. Turning it on. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On 1st down, he got sacked. Now it's 2nd, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off, and not only did he get a couple yards, he picked up the 1st down. This guy needs to keep scrambling.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to it. Wolfpack will get the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. The offense changing the play. Wilson will throw. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Second and 10 here. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Snow. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gives it on the option. Maybe a crease. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught! Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Seminoles back in the lead.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
It's complete on the right side. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Wolfpack fight back.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to make it. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Using his feet. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the move. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, they turned the ball over on that last drive, ended up giving up a field goal, and now they could really use a touchdown this time around. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Red pass, it's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Ready, go.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He runs out of bounds. Football is secured, and so is the game as the defense comes up large in the clutch.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
On 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
nicely done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys